Okay, we're back with Ed from TFW Fitness down at North Richmond. We're just talking about the body composition testing, and Ed's generally or graciously offered $30 for all of us couch potatoes to come down to the next one and get a full readout on how healthy or unhealthy we are, and offered his services to put you on the right path without having to join his program.
That's right. You don't have to sign up for us. You don't have to be one of our members to come in and get the scan done.
That's incredible. $30 to invest in your future is nothing.
Exactly. And as I say, it doesn't lie. It lets you know exactly where
it's less than a packet of cigarettes.
Well, exactly. You know, and I know which one's going to make you healthier.
You reckon? Well, there's nothing good about cigarettes and drugs and that.
No, let's skip them. Stay away from them. We like our lungs.
All right, so let's talk about the location of your business and how you selected this and why you selected this, because this isn't your normal gym, right? So for the people who are listening to this, we have a complete upstairs section here, which includes boardrooms, talk rooms, chat rooms, video analysis rooms, a whole different range of things that can be utilised upstairs in your gym to offer this professional service. So, Ed, tell us exactly where you're located, what's around the area, and why here?
So we're located right at the lights at North Richmond. The reason for selecting here was, well, if you go into Richmond, there's I don't know how many gyms in that small area, and we've always been on this side of the river here at North Richmond. The reason for coming into this actual facility was the fact that we have the boardrooms, the talk rooms where we can sit down with our members individually, talk to them in private. We can do their measurements, all that sort of stuff in private. So that was a great thing about the upstairs here. Plus, it gave us the full facility downstairs where we could have all our training equipment, and that's where the hard work's done. But sometimes members need to sit down, and we just need to go through and nut out the process of how we're going to do it, what they want, all that sort of stuff. So that was why we moved here. In terms of staying in North Richmond, it's the place to be at the moment. It's growing. We've got a massive amount of houses going in up the road. With central location, you can see us. We're easy to find. We're out the front. Whereas before, we used to be hidden away a little bit. As I say, we've been in business now coming up to 12 years. We've only been in this facility for 3 months now. So.
Yeah. Like, I mean, for anybody who comes here and comes upstairs, it's very, very well presented. It does give you that privacy. And it's a completely professional approach to your lifestyle of health and fitness. I guess one of the key components, Ed, is, do you look at yourself as a benefit to people's overall health, or do you look at yourself as a fitness person?
I look at it as an overall health attack. So the whole fitness thing is, how do you define whether someone's fit or not? So defining they're healthy is a whole lot easier. There's blood tests and that sort of stuff that we can look at when we go right in depth of the health. But fitness approach, it's a bit of a funny thing to me. Everybody seems to be a fitness professional at the moment. We like to look at being a health professional. We want to get you healthier. So there's no use being able to run, a 10K race if you're unhealthy. Let's get healthy. Let's talk long-term lifestyle here. Yeah,
I guess, and there's so much around that. I know we've touched on Facebook and Instagram, but, everyone's sitting at home, let's be honest, at 7:30, eating a massive dinner, having their wine, looking at Ninja Warrior, and going, geez, I'd really like to be like that, but could not be bothered starting or putting in that amount of work to get to that level. And what you're saying is, it doesn't have to be about that.
It doesn't have to be about being that intense, especially as you're getting started. Just get yourself started. Start showing up to the gym 2 times a week, as we talked about before. Just make that commitment to slowly progress yourself. If you get to that point and you go, hang on a sec, I do want to be the next Ninja Warrior, then by all means, we can take you that.
It's a different chat, isn't it?
We sit down and we change the goalposts, right. But it's all doable.
So why do you think people from 30 or 35 to 60 don't come and train?
Because it's easy not to. It's that simple.
Well, how do we change that?
The knowledge is all out there. The way we change that is by showing people that it can be fun. We don't have to smash you. We're not here for that. We're here to help you. And it's getting that perspective across to people. As I was saying before, there's so much stuff on social media these days. TV, everything's about being elite, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be an elite athlete to be a good athlete.
You reckon people just give up and just go, you know what, I just can't be bothered?
That's what gets 90% of people. I think it's, you know, I'm not as fit as Johnny. Johnny's always going to be fitter. There's no use me trying. I'm not as fit.
Yeah.
You know, you're not today, you're not tomorrow, but, you know...
It's the wrong mentality, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Small steps forward take you a long way. So, you know, it's that progression, and I think that's what puts a lot of people off, is there's so much about this is what you can achieve in 8 weeks. Don't get me wrong, you can achieve great things in 8 weeks, but you've then got to adjust if you want to sustain it for a lifetime.
Yeah, I think that's the key. And you know, as I said, I'm older now. I feel like I've done all my years of training, so many injuries. But you sit there and you go, I really can't be bothered committing to anybody. I'm going to let them down. I'm going to waste money. I'm not going to do it, all because you couldn't achieve the result that you could achieve 30 years ago.
Yeah, the big thing there is to have a look at and go, well, where are you going to be in 5 years' time? Are you going to be mobile? As I say, and this comes back to what we talked about before. I've got guys in their 60s, 70s, and even 80 that are here training. And their training is not about trying to get fitter, faster, stronger. But they can walk every day. The guy that we've got that trains with us, it's 80. When he first started training with me, he was using a walking stick to go everywhere.
Yeah, but it's getting over the embarrassment of it all then.
Yeah, I think that's where the key is to our facility. There is no embarrassment around it. We have a whole range of ages, fitness levels and everything, and it's a fun environment, and that's our key that we're trying to build here. There's no embarrassment. Nobody's going to judge you when you walk through the doors here.
I know, and that's really it's the feeling I get when I'm here, right? But getting it out to so many people saying, you know what, and if I'm honest, most people don't go to the gym and train anymore because they're embarrassed of where they're at compared to where they used to, and it's almost like having to start again.
It is. You do. You have to be honest with yourself, and you're not as fit as you used to be in your 20s, and you can't do what you used to do in your 20s, and that's fine. But the thing is, if you're not doing anything now, in 5 years' time, you're going to be even worse off, and you're going to be, geez, I'm so stiff and sore today.
Yeah.
Come and see us. Go through a program. Let's start off easy. If after 3 months you're not feeling any better on anything, mate, we're more than welcome to sit down and have a talk to you about what's going on here.
Yeah.
Something's wrong, but we will do our best to help you move forward.
Yeah, I think a couple of the keys that you really, really touched on for the non-elite athlete, right? So everybody knows, and it's rammed down your throat, nutrition and this and that, and you've got to eat clean, and you've got to do this X, Y, and Z. You know, there's a whole other range of healthy. What you said is, let's watch a little bit what we eat, but perhaps I come to do these body movement and get myself body right, to get a little bit of fitness, so I can still eat a lot of that stuff that I enjoyed.
Exactly, and that's what it comes down to. Let's not get rid of all the food you enjoy. Let's face it, we're here to enjoy life.
Yeah.
Let's not throw everything away that we enjoy.
It's a balance, yeah?
But let's get the balance right. Having alcohol 5 nights a week, we all know is not good for us.
Yeah.
Let's drop
But
that down.
let's analyse that. If you're somebody who's going to have a beer after work every day of the week, right?
Yep.
And you have a beer and do nothing.
Yep.
All right? Or you have a beer and you're training 2 or 3 days a week and now taking the stairs and you're walking.
It all of a sudden turns it around, doesn't it? All of a sudden you're starting to get healthier. We've got a bloke in our men's group at the moment, and he used to drink every day of the week.
Yeah.
He's now training 4 nights a week. Doesn't drink them nights because he's training at 7 o'clock at night. So he doesn't drink as soon as he gets home because he's got to come and train. By the time he gets home from training, he's like, well, I'm not undoing what I just done. So now only drinks weekends. So he's just got rid of 5 drinking nights.
Yeah. And
he's only drinking twice. 9 kilos in 8 weeks he dropped.
Yeah.
8 of that is fat. 8
That's
to
right,
1's not a bad loss.
Yeah. It's all those little things, isn't it? And it's telling people, we're not trying to tell you to cut out everything, right? Because it's not sustainable.
It's not
for the most people.
For 95% of people that only want to be healthy, strong, and active, we don't want to get on stage. We don't want to be the next Ninja Warrior. there's no need to cut everything out that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the training. There's no need to be flogging yourself because you're not trying to be something, at the elite level.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about, the demographics. And you said, you work from all types of ages, but there's a lot of mums out there or dads who go to work. When's the facility open? How do they do it? How does it fit in with their lifestyle, etc., etc.? How do you work through that?
So we've got a couple of different options for our training. We've got group training, which is on 5 days a week at 5:30 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yep.
We also then have our gym memberships, which, as I said, is limited numbers.
Yep.
Where you can come in, you train on one of our programs, follow the program to a T. You've got a coach constantly here watching to make sure you're doing stuff right. It's a little bit more affordable and economical than personal training. And then we've got our top level there with the personal training. What we're now finding is people that have been training with us for sort of 2 years plus don't need a personal trainer there every step of the way. So that's where we brought in our gym membership so that they can come in and train by themselves. There's still a coach watching them, making sure that they're following their program.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. And fitting into lifestyle, it comes down to that thing that once you make it a priority, you'll find that time somewhere. It's only 1 hour. Surely you can find 1 hour before work or after work, in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I think that's part of the key. If you're a person who normally gets up at 7 a.m, right, and you're unhealthy or you're unfit, right, to then sit there and go, I've got to get up at 5, you're already in a negative space of...
Exactly, and that's a big thing is you need to be positive about this. You need to look at it from the positive side. Yes, you've got to get up an hour and a half, 2 hours earlier to get to the gym and train. Yeah. Now, it's not going to end the world for you if you do it. Yes, you're going to be tired the first week. The second week, things start to become a little bit better. Third week, fourth week, everything's in a roll. You've set yourself up for success now. And this is where it becomes like the mindset is a massive power thing. You've got to have that right. Of what you're doing for yourself.
The why you're doing it.
Exactly. Find your why there and you'll do it. Many years ago, I used to love coming to the gym and pushing myself as hard as I can.
Yeah.
I've now got a 3-year-old little boy that has more energy than half of the world.
Yeah.
Runs around like an absolute crazy kid. Now, for me, just to keep up with him, that's where my goal is. I don't want to be an elite athlete, but I want to enjoy life with my son as he grows up. I want to be playing footy with him. I want to be playing cricket.
It's a big thing, sports.
Yeah. So I get that the whole mentality around where and what drives people, especially in their 30s going into 40s. It's about the kids and having the energy to do that with kids.
There's also, it's not just being a parent. If you're tipping over that age, then now you're a grandparent.
Yep.
Right? As a grandparent, you want to be able to go for a walk with the kids. You want to be able to spend the day walking with them at the zoo.
Exactly.
Right? I'm not talking about playing footy. You can leave that to dad or whatever.
Yep.
But to take your grandkid out, walk to the zoo, walk around there, take him to the shops, buy him an ice cream, go, all the places that you want to go.
Bend down and pick them up when they hurt themselves.
Bend down, pick them up.
And that's the biggest thing. You want to be able to get up and down with the grandkids. Pick them up, put them on the slide. Pick them up from the bottom of the slide when they've fallen off. All those sort of things is that's a crucial part where our training is focused to what you need. We're not saying this is what we want you to do. If you come in and tell us your goals are different, then we tailor it to suit that.
Unreal. All right, mate. Is there anything else you think we can touch on and without dragging people by the neck into your facility?
I think that pretty much covers everything. As I say, it's when you're ready to make that lifestyle choice and get healthier, we can help you.
Okay.
As I say, our programs are designed to make you healthier and fitter and stronger. We're not looking to make you elite level. We just want to get you more active than what you are now, improve your health, improve your movement, improve your strength. Once you start doing that, you'll be surprised at how much more you enjoy life.
Okay. All right. Well, just for everybody who's listening and coming to the end of the program, let's just recap a couple of really important points that Ed's offered everybody. Number one is there's a whole range of different programs you can do down here at TFW at Hawkesbury. Their location is the traffic lights at North Richmond. The phone number's in the podcast. They every 8 weeks are on a body composition scanning, and if you mention this podcast for the next one, which is on
the 14th of September.
14th of September. It's only $30 to get a full body composition readout. The facility is really designed for people who want to be healthy.